Hey, I know what'll pick Messi's spirits up. He's a finalist, a short list too, for the FIFA The Best Award for 2020. Lewandowski, Ronaldo, and Messi, the three finalists there. Jules, we had a kind of similar discussion on our website. You were one of our experts that voted for ESPNFC.com's Ballon d'Or. You didn't vote for Lewandowski. You voted for Manuel Neuer. You got to explain that.
Yes, I did. I mean, Lewandowski had an amazing season, and it's not the first one that he's been so good. However, I just thought Neuer in those key games in the Champions League, especially when it was 0-0 against Lyon in the semi-final, when it was 0-0 against PSG in the final, he was there. He made the difference. He made those huge saves, really, that kept his team in the game. And let's not forget that Lewandowski, for example, didn't score in the final. He scored late in the semi-final when the game was already won. So I also think that Neuer played a huge part in this treble season for Bayern Munich. That what I love about Neuer is that it's very rare to see a player who picked 6 years ago, like he did in those years, 13 and 14, winning the Champions League with Bayern in 13, the World Cup with Germany in 14, where he was the best and best goalkeeper in the world by far, but also one of the best players, full stop, in the world. And then he went downhill, and then he got injuries, and there was doubts, and he was certainly not at the level that he was in those years, and yet he picked again. And I just think that sort of resurrection is incredible. And just for that, I think he deserved the Ballon d'Or. Also because, apart from Lev Yashin, no other goalkeeper ever had one.
Ale, I don't think anybody would be surprised if Lewandowski wins the FIFA Best Award. But I want to ask you something from yesterday's show that came up, because we don't really see Messi and Ronaldo in finalists for these awards, and they don't win it. 11 of the last 12 years, one of those two guys has been the Ballon d'Or. Do you think that era is over? Do you think either one of those two guys will ever win a Ballon d'Or or a FIFA The Best again?
Either one of them.
Either one of them.
Good question.
Yeah.
I still think there's one left out there for one of them. And I think we have to be very careful that when people vote for these awards, they don't punish Messi and Ronaldo for the standard that they have set for themselves. And so they say, well, they didn't score this many goals as compared to the ridiculous number of goals that they scored the year before, or they didn't have this sort of impact or that sort of impact compared to their own standard, not to the standard of everybody else. And when people start voting in sort of that line, and they start sort of saying, well, we're tired of Messi and Ronaldo winning, so we're just going to choose somebody else, that's a slippery slope for me. That's not the case in this year's competition, because for me, yes, Lewandowski is well-deserving of the award if indeed he does get it. As for Ronaldo and Messi, they deserve to be finalists. However, if indeed I was voting for this, I would go for Lewandowski. And while Jules makes a compelling argument for Manuel Neuer, I also have to look at the totality of the year and not just the semifinal, the final, the Champions League. I have to look at everything and the balance as to what made Bayern Munich the team that it was. And of course, Manuel Neuer certainly set the nucleus of that, and it's at the core of that. But Lewandowski is the guy that when you think Bayern Munich and you think the attack, you think the goals, he's the one that comes up. He had a tremendous year individually, broke all sorts of records for himself. I just think that right now, if I'm picking Lewandowski. But I also do think that Messi and Ronaldo have one more go at it. Between the two of them, one will win one more.
FIFA also then announcing their shortlist for the best manager of 2020. Hansi Flick, Jurgen Klopp, and Marcelo Bielsa, the finals. Jules, what do you think about Bielsa getting included in this final trio?
I mean, I love Marcelo Bielsa, of course. Like I think, like a lot of us, even if he has never won anything apart from the championship last season, the second division with Leeds, I just don't think he should be there. Really, let's be honest. I think if you look at even someone like Julen Lopetegui, who had an incredible season with Sevilla, who really took Sevilla back to the top, amongst the best teams in Spain again, winning the Europa League, the way they played as well. I think he certainly deserves to be there. For Flick and Klopp, there's obviously no debate there. For Bielsa, as much as I love him, I think that they pushed that one a little bit.
Ale, Bielsa, Flick, Klopp, who you taking?
Flick. Given what went on last season, Bayern Munich, Champions League winners, and the way and the manner in which they did it, I don't think there's a doubt here. I love me some Jurgen Klopp, but if indeed we're looking at the whole year, yeah, for me, no doubt about it, I'm going to go with Hansi Flick.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.